What is up, guys? Private Eye Russ here. Welcome to another episode of the Private Eye Russ podcast. It might help if I had this right. I am your host, Private Eye Russ, owner, operator, full service private investigation and consulting company. All right, so let's get straight in. And if you need my help, you need an investigator, wherever it is around the country or the globe, I've got a network of investigators all over. So link will be in the description below. Send me an email. Hit me up on X at Private Eye Russ, and we'll take care of you. All right, so we're going to be reacting to what this woman has to say. She's reacting to a whatever podcast clip talking about prenuptial agreements. And we're going to hear what she has to say, and then we're going to comment. So we'll see what she has to say. But spoiler alert, I'm probably not going to agree with her, but we'll see.
Consider a prenup.
Prenups are regularly thrown out all the time. They're typically non-enforceable, especially the longer the marriage goes on, the less likely they are to be enforced.
A really good prenup is going to be very expensive. So there is no cheap or easy way to do this. I know guys think that you can just kind of, there are some things that just are going to cost you money if you want to protect yourself. If you want to protect your assets, and I've had this conversation with someone very recently who wanted to, he hired me for some privacy consulting. And as a side note, he was like, can I hide my assets? And my answer to him was no. You can protect your assets, but you have to do that before you get married. A prenuptial agreement is one piece of the protection puzzle. There are other pieces of the protection puzzle that you cannot ignore. There is no one size fits all. I'm sorry, I know everybody wants something instantaneously, but instantly just available, just add water and you're protected. It doesn't work that way. It is a comprehensive system you have to embark upon. You have to use professionals to do that. So if you're trying to hide things, your spouse, who's going to go for the jugular, she's not going to be that sweet, smiling person you got married to. Now the claws and fangs are going to come out and she's going to transform into the bride of Dracula, or soon to be the ex-wife of Dracula. And she's going to try to put that stake in your heart and get as much as she can because her attorney is going to be incentivized because he's getting a commission. He gets a piece of the action. And so think of him like the mob boss. He wants her to go out and earn as much as she can so he gets his taste. So they will hire an investigator, someone like me who specializes in finding hidden assets. If you protect your assets, you're in great shape. If you try to hide them, they'll be found, and odds are you could find yourself suffering the wrath of a judge, which you don't want. You're already at a disadvantage if you're a man. Now, if the judge has something out to get you because they thought you tried to pull a fast one, they're going to make sure that you get body slammed. Anyway, let's keep going.
Men get absolutely destroyed in marriage and in divorce. Financially, when it comes to the kids, women are more likely to get custody. And then also, if you do get a divorce, the financial cost of just getting the attorney, getting all that involved. If it's a contested divorce, you're going to spend mid 5 figures, 6 figures on.
True. It's going to cost you a lot. It's going to cost you a lot unless your life is very simplified. If you have children, it gets even more complicated. Then the judges will say, okay, it's in the best interest of the child to have them wandering back and forth like Bedouins in the desert or something like that, which absolutely makes no sense. But again, we talked about this before. The state does not do anything well. So do not give them dominion over your life. But let's hear what she has to say about prenups. And she already got that kind of negative jaw sticking out energy already, and so I can tell already, like if you meet a woman who's got that look on her face already, she already has that look on her, like, dude, she is so used to confrontation and knockdown, drag out fights. Just understand, you're not going to have any peace. I'm just saying. I don't know her, shout out to her, but
True.
On attorneys.
I want to talk about prenups here. What is a prenup? A prenup is going and saying, if this marriage ends, I want.
See the energy already? Like, guys, I know guys that have gone out with women like this. This is the type of woman that your friends, when your friends meet a woman like this that you bring around, your friends are going to be like, oh, hey, good to meet you. They're going to be like, damn, what the hell's wrong with him? Anyway,
want to blah, blah, blah. If this marriage ends is my issue here. Why are you going in with something to protect you in case this falls apart? Why?
Because, and again, women don't get this because they have the advantage when they get married. So I can understand why they don't want to, they don't see the utility in having a prenuptial agreement. It's cap. It is a psyop. Don't believe it. Most divorces are initiated by women. 50% of you will get divorced. Most of those will be initiated by women, 80%, somewhere around there. And if they're college educated, that percentage goes even higher. The more education they have, the more likely they are to divorce you and bounce with all your stuff. So yes, They say you don't have to protect yourself because typically most women aren't bringing as much to marriages as men are. Some are. I'm not saying all. There are some extraordinary women that are making extraordinary money, but when they do have that, they're going to protect their assets. Trust me, a wealthy woman is going to protect her assets, but she's going to expect you not to protect yours, right? So stop believing the hype. But yeah, she's already on it. Look at her face. Look at her face. This is a chick. Like if you got a chick that's arguing with you like this, and got this face and got the hands up and this posture already, and this trying to blow away your argument. Nah, dude. No, guys, walk away. Trust me.
Why aren't we going in just assuming that we're going to stay in? I know it's
because you're not. It's not going to work out. I just talked to you about the marriage stats. Those are undisputable facts. Not saying all. Some married guys do have an extraordinary experience. They marry extraordinary women, and they have all the fun bedroom activity they want. That's not going to be you. That's not going to be you guys. You're going to be on the receiving end of misery, punishment, no fun bedroom activity, and you're going to be treated like a plow horse until they decide to trade you in for Steve from accounting. Anyway, fair use.
It's hard. It's really hard to think about. Till death do us part, all that jazz. Life is really long business. But all of this stuff that he was just saying about all of the money, all the financial ruin, all that stuff would be totally negated if you would just go in knowing I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving no matter what.
All right. This is and again, I've talked to women who have this same attitude, and it's convenient to have that attitude when they are not going to be the ones losing. And so they're not the ones suffering the consequences of a poor decision. Signing a contract with a state nowadays in its current configuration is a poor decision. So when they talk like that, when he talks about all the money and everything else, she's saying, "Oh, you don't have to worry about that." So, and we're going to do another video. I might do the next video because I still got a little bit of time this morning before I go. This is like my second video this morning. It's still not even 5 o'clock. All right, so we're going to talk about the definition of what a successful marriages. And I've discussed some of these things on X. I don't really post on X anymore. I've been shadow banned on multiple occasions. I've gotten suspended for talking just the way we're talking right now. Literally, these types of interactions have gotten me shadow banned. What does that tell you about the current system and powers that be? They want you guys ignorant. They don't want you guys to know how to protect yourselves. They want men to keep marching off the same cliff every other guy has before you. And then when you fall to that cliff, get broken apart by the family, court system, divorce, and all the rest of this stuff, and the mental anguish and emotional anguish and not being able to see your kids. Someone will help tell you, pick up, dust yourself off. You know what? Do it again. You just married the wrong one, and you'll do it again, some of you guys, and you'll go down that cliff again and again and again. And those are the guys, I don't have any sympathy for those guys because you know better. Nowadays, there's so much information out there, guys. Don't put yourself in that position. Women will tell you to ignore that stuff, and if you're not planning on getting divorced, but they will be the ones who divorce you years later. Don't believe this. This is a trap. This is a head fake. This is all cap, like people like to say. This is all hype. This is a lie designed to put you in position to lose. I've seen so many guys, and I've had to quarterback and help guide guys through some of the worst, situations in their life. If you need an investigator, you need someone who's really good at problem solving, this is what I do. I've got a wealth of experience just from my own life, but also, too, I've had an exponential amount of experience when it comes to personal relationships, business relationships, just because I've helped a lot of people deal with some of the worst moments in their personal and business lives. And I can help you as well, too. So look for a link in the description below, Private Eye Russ. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Feed the algorithm. Please comment below if you have a suggestion or you have something that you are struggling with as a guy. Either reach out to me one-on-one. I do offer personal one-on-one coaching, or ask for a video, and I will tailor a video just based on that, because if you're dealing with that, odds are other men are dealing with it as well too. Like I said, I'm going on YouTube a lot more. I was on X a bunch, but you create content, you have to type everything out in a different document, then you put it on there. I've had people accuse me of using GPT, and no, I'm not using GPT. And I had one guy say, well, I didn't think of that. Well, okay, maybe I'm just smarter than you, dude. Maybe I'm just smarter than you are. Maybe I've got more experience than you do, and maybe I just understand how to focus my brain and put things together better than you do. I'm not using GPT to do anything. I wasn't really impressed with it from what I've seen. And so And then you got all these things. You got a lot of haters. You got to deal with all types of filth and stuff like that. There's straight out adult film stuff on there. Like you don't even want to see it, but it's there. But my stuff I get suspended and shadow banned. That's X. And so we're putting more things on YouTube. So plug it on YouTube. I've had guys say, hey, why don't you put some of those videos, or why don't you put your videos up on X? X is a pain in the butt to upload a video. When I upload a YouTube video, it takes one take. I don't have to try to upload it multiple times on X. And I've had people say, try using the desktop. I've done that. I've got really good internet up and down. I've got the best I can get, and it's actually really, really good. I've got business internet here. And so, and it takes like maybe 7, 8, 9 times to try to upload the same video. I'm not wrestling with X. X is a platform that is made for people who have a lot of time to waste, and I've been able to impact some people, but I can impact a lot more men's lives here with this particular format and the video format. Instead of writing things out and then wrestling with this and just to get shadow banned and suspended multiple times, and then have to deal with a whole bunch of just hateful people. And I don't mind dealing with hateful people, but it's a waste of time, and I'm just not going back and forth with people who I think are just, not. They're there just to have an argument. They're not there because they have an actual point to make. If you have a point you want to debate, I'm actually a decent debater. I'm not as good as Andrew Wilson. That dude's a monster. But I was actually on the debate team in high school and in college. But I'm a little bit out of practice, but I'm still pretty good. And so if you actually have a point you want to debate, that's fine. I welcome that because I love the exchange of ideas. X, you don't really get that. You get guys just calling you names. You get guys just calling you this, calling you that, all types of stuff. And that doesn't hurt my feelings or anything like that. It's a waste of time. So anyway, guys, this is your boy Private Eye Russ. Like, subscribe, share, comment in the comments. Put a comment in the section below, and I will see you guys in the next one. I still got time to make one more, so I'm going to make another video this morning. I'm out.